position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Sun Devils want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
From the gun, running back on the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Here's the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
You kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got a man. It's Butler. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And that is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. A strike downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. At the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Oregon. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
Finding an escape route. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Finds his big tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's got it on the move. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Here comes the heat. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
No, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Set to kick this one away.
Oh, he's got a chance.
The return is brought down at
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Walker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. Second and 10, really hard. Third and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Looking deep. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has him setting up shop from there.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's a heat. On the run, still looking. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the play fake. Under fire. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Flips it out on the screen. And he's dragged down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Sends it back in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Okay. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Maybe a double pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Reeves. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a catch at the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Trying to pound it in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how to...
Hit right at the goal line, but he's in for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up 14 over Clemson. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And he forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Oh, this is a bad, bad shank. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Unleashes one deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to fire to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They'll immediately call timeout.
To the wideout. Timeout, Washington.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Get set, get set.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Arizona State, 14.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. With the catch, it's Moran. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Washington sends out the punt team. The kick is on its way.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The option look. The pitch. Breaks into the open. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Caught close to the marker. It's Marino. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. Running back able to walk in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 27 to Oregon. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down there.
Turning it on! Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Number 60, the catch in the end zone.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He wants to throw it. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Going to sling it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Butler. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the fourth quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the first down.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got him downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Wants to fire on second down. Right down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's pass. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
With the run on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Washington. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He unleashes a long one. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. No, he got loose. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, the coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies!
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Arizona State, 28.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day.
And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
Handoff from the shotgun. Slithers into space. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's loose. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the... He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job.
Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This
lets it fly. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a 4th down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that 4th down.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
Pound 55. Go!
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll try it again. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Give to the running back. Brought down at the 33-yard line as his defense gets a 3rd down stop.
Brings up 4th down.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.